Let's go. 40.
When Omni-Man was first announced, I already had thoughts in my mind, oh, this dude's gonna be broken, this dude's gonna be OP. Just based on what the patterns we have seen already with MK1, I was like, oh man, Omni-Man, nah, forget it, bro. Nobody's gonna be able to beat him, especially since like this raid and smoke thing that we had going on for a while. But to my surprise, after training with Omni-Man for a while and at least getting to decent combos that are over 40%ers, I feel that this actually has been an amazing launch, at least for a special guest character or DLC. Knowing certain trends, we will think like, oh, okay, like it's a pay to play essential, right? Now let's not get this twisted. MK1 has tons of things that everybody is pissed off about right now, right? At least they gave back to the fatality bundle, and so if you paid for the expensive singular fatality, you get all three. Also, just other things like lack of cosmetics and everything, like they haven't been the best with all that. And combat league going to 2 out of 3. I don't know who the best of 3, basically. I don't know who actually hates that, but I mean, to some extent, I understand the real competitive players, because that's how you read your opponent. You need more and more matches versus like a 2 out of 3 was just like you just jump in, jump out. Now, for my perspective, I love the combat league change just because I just hustle all day and do different things. I don't just play MK all day. And I'm sure that people who actually have a full career off of MK are pissed off about it, right? Because I know that they learn their actual fighters a lot more, especially when it's that time when they are literally going to go those 5 matches. So yeah, Combat League change was a little bit weird. But when Omni-Man really released, I was like, man, hold on real quick, bro. Like, is this dude's going to be massively OP? And it seemed like it's been fair. I've used him with 3 cameos, which I enjoy the most. At least in my opinion, I think it fits really well with him. Which is, first, I definitely did Scorpion. I think Scorpion's going to be everybody's cameo since that whole Cyrax had been definitely nerfed to the ground. So I used Scorpion as his cameo, and I also used Darius, and then I also use Sonya. It could be the other way around, though. You could probably like Scorpion, Sonya, then Darius, maybe. Darius is a little bit riskier, more of a 50-50, depending on how you time some of his actual launcher and stuff. So those are my 3 favorite cameos. Darius does the most damage from what I could do, right? Again, I'm a casual. I get to the 40 to 45% damage range, but he's actually very fair. It's actually been a launch, aside from the Xbox launch, which took forever. I was so pissed off because like when Xbox did their launch like real late, I was like, damn, I'm not gonna be able to learn anything. Like I can't do anything now to show like our viewership, because literally we got the combat pack, so I could stream to our viewers, our loyal viewers, and kind of like learn combos with them and stuff. Like I like to learn combos. And our shout out to you all for showing love to the actual page and subscribing, also reaching over 1,000, and we're actually pulling further and further away from that. So it's good. We're starting to go like up and higher, and our goal is to continuously grow on this channel. And we have been getting a lot of love on our shorts and our combos. So I was actually mad when the Omni-Man was delayed on the Xbox launch. I was like, shit, no, I gotta get this. I was like, I gotta get it in. So I was mad. People were already training with him. But after doing some research, I could see like in terms of not like a massive crazy string, that damage range is usually like a 33, 37, 40, 44 damage percent range. And it's fair. I get more damage with like Lee May when I do the same amount of hits at times. And I'll have to say, I believe that they did good with it. If anything, he might be a little underrated, maybe. Obviously, Omni-Man is Omni-Man. I don't mean him as a persona or a character or anything like that. But I think him being an actual broken character or DLC character that usually happens, or a pay-to-play type character, they've actually done a great job with that. So I actually got to give MK1 some kudos on that. I have been enjoying just kind of playing him. He doesn't seem too overly anything, actually. That's why I feel that right now, which is why we made this video. I feel that Omni-Man is the perfect fit for MK1, not just due to all the homage they do pay to him. The voice acting is cool too. You know, we love J.K. Simmons. That has been so fun. And then also him and the interaction with Sindel. Oh, that is so cool, man. When Sindel actually reaches and pulls that line from the Annihilation movie. I love that line so much. So it's cool that they reiterated so much and bringing him in. And then his towers thing also is his towers ending after he beat Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. It kind of looks like that it might be somewhat canon. I don't know. It maybe. I don't know what they do with that, because Injustice 3 also is coming around. So maybe they're kind of chipping away at like how it would work, like MK, like bringing all these crossover characters, and so how they can get warmed up for like Injustice 3, and maybe how they want to decide to start really incorporating a little bit more MK again. Because remember in Injustice they did Scorpion in Part 1 and Sub-Zero in Part 2 and Raiden. So it'll be pretty cool. It's pretty unique on how they're trying to work these crossover stories. Because obviously they're making a lot of this up. They just got to keep trying to figure it out, especially with all these multiverses stuff, time traveling things. I know a lot of people have gotten headaches from that also. But Omni-Man coming on over, I actually really enjoyed this. I felt like it didn't get so much surpassed hype, but it also didn't go under the radars. And then also the broken aspects. Like, I haven't seen the toxicity on Twitter of him being broken. When we saw the gameplay trailer, we were like, oh crap, this dude's about to be broken, bro. Like, there's no way people are gonna stand a chance against him. But then when you see it, you're like, oh, so the only thing that could possibly make him even far more broken, if anybody even thinks he's broken now, which is kind of insane if you think that. I don't think he's that at all. Like, after I've been training, I'm putting hours into his combos. I would say that maybe we'll have to wait for the Tremor release. Maybe if you put him and Tremor together, maybe that cameo ends up being a little broken and people start figuring out stuff. I think that might happen. But right now in Omni-Man with our current cameos, I think it's a decent release. It feels good. He's a little bit more of the brawler. He doesn't feel as fast unless you do like that teleportation, all of his just air combos and everything. That's where he starts to get real fast. But in terms of just like dashing and everything, he seems like your typical brawler. So it was a good release in my opinion. He seems really fairly leveled with everybody else. Maybe he has a few gimmicks that might give him an advantage, but some of those equal 50-50s at times also. So it gets very hard to do all of that, like dodging the projectiles and stuff. So I would say, again, Omni-Man, I was excited for him. I've been excited for him after using 3 cameos and rotating those cameos with him. I think all in all, this dude has been incredible to just run with and train with and throw combos with. I don't think that he would even be somebody you see. You'll think when you start getting these types of characters and special guest characters and everything, you would think that you would want to hone them. Like the way when we saw like freaking like Jason and MKX, you know all that stuff. That was wild. Or like what's his face, Leatherface and MKX. It's like when you saw stuff like that, you're like, wow, this dudes get wild. But well, Omni-Man, he seems pretty chill. Like, I don't even think it's to a point where I would even want to go to Combat League with Omni-Man. That's how like fair play he kind of seems right now, to where it's like I'll still stick with probably like go with somebody else like Kitana or Lee May or something like that. I don't know. That's just who I play with. But yeah, y'all gotta be letting me know what's up, man. Like, what do y'all think about Omni-Man? Have you got Omni-Man? Have you been watching Omni-Man gameplay? If you haven't, check out all of our shorts content. We got plenty of combos with Omni-Man, having fun, and a lot of great feedback on it and people commenting on it. So join in on that. Like, throw your ideas in there too. But yeah, do you feel that it was a fair launch? Do you feel... I mean, like what I said, I haven't heard really anything negative about him, and that's a cool thing. I think that's a solid launch that needs to be given its roses and its flowers. MK1 did a good job with that, in my opinion. Now, I could be talking crap. There could be one patch and then he goes crazy. But for now, like, it's pretty legit. So I really appreciate it, man. Again, I appreciate y'all so much. Hit us up with a thumbs up, subscribe, as it really does mean the world. Comment your feedback. Everything does really. We try to get back to everybody. Get involved with the shorts or hit us up on Discord. Show off your combos too, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.